Hello and welcome to biology class. So let us revise what we have studied in the last lecture and we will shift to the today's lecture. Now see, in last lecture we started studying your first topic of your syllabus, diversity in living organisms. In today's video also we are going to continue with that with the same lesson. Let us revise quickly what we have studied in the last video. See, we have studied last video was mainly focused on differentiating between living things from non-living things on earth, and living organisms basically are differentiated on the basis of two defining characteristics. One is first defining characteristic, metabolism plus cellular organization, and second one, sensing the environment and responding to it. So now we know how exactly the living organisms are separated from the non-living things. So on that basis, today we are going to study diversity, that is variety of different living organisms on earth. So yesterday, like in last video, I have shown you one picture which exactly showing different diversities in life. Basically, one side of the picture is showing animal diversity, another side is showing plant diversity. Now all together there are around 30 million of different species, different variety of organisms exist on earth, and in biology we are going to study whole that variety. Now when scientists realized so much variety of living organism is there on earth, they realized that it is not easy to study it. We need to have a specific planning to study this diversity of living organism. And in today's video, basically we are going to learn the planning of studying this diversity. Now, when scientists realize it is really a big work to study the living organism, study the diversity, first thing they have done is that they gave rise to one branch of biology which is totally devoted for the study of living organisms and study of diversity in living organisms, and that branch is called as systematics. Remember, systematics is a branch of biology. See, systematics is a branch of biology which deals with diversity of living organisms. So first thing scientists did is that they have set one branch. Now what to do under this branch? So they decided this branch will study similarities and differences in the animals or in the organisms. Means, suppose they have considered all plants, the green color leaves is the similarity. All plants have all the one similarity. The differences is their size difference, their shape difference. So likewise there are some differences. So on the basis of similarities in the organism, they will consider all the similarities of the organism and they will consider all the dissimilarities, and then they will classify, they will group the organisms into different groups. Okay, so this is nothing but study of diversity, different type of organisms, divide them on the basis of similarity and dissimilarity. But now the question is how exactly this study will go on. So before that, let us try to understand the definition of systematic. See, systematic definition, it is a scientific study of similarities and differences among different kind of organisms, include identification, nomenclature and classification of organism. But when this definition is set, everything what is done under, what should be done under systematic, everything is decided, and then when scientists actually start working, they realize that this systematic means studying similarities and dissimilarities is totally a theoretical concept. Means practically, when we actually do classification, the similarities and dissimilarities cannot work. So this branch, that is systematic branch, is proved to be a total theoretical branch, which is practically not possible. Okay, so it is here again big disappointment. One branch they prepared which will study similarities and dissimilarities, but they found that it is practically not applicable. So what they have done is they gave rise to another branch of biology. Now this branch of biology was called as the taxonomy. Now taxonomy is the branch of biology again, which is basically a part of systematic. Basically taxonomy is nothing but part of systematic or another branch of systematic. But this branch was having little practical approach. Practically this is possible. So let us try to understand the definition. See, it is a branch of biology which deals with, now there are several terms. It deals with collection, it deals with identification, it deals with nomenclature, description and classification. Let us make a list of everything and try to understand it. Now what taxonomy will do? Now it is a smaller branch of systematic, that is fine, which is practically applicable. So what is the practical application? What practically they were going to do? Means suppose I decided studying taxonomy, what I will do? I'll tell you step by step what I can do in taxonomy. First I will do collection. First what I will do? Collection. So I will go in some forest, I will collect whatever plants or whatever living things I am getting on that tour. So I collected few plants, I collected few insects, I collected few other creatures. Okay, so I did collection. This collecting organism is collection. Then I will try to identify them. I will try to identify them on the basis of some characteristic. Like I will identify them, yeah, these are plants, these are animals, like this, simple identification. Then we will name them. Now this it is called as nomenclature. Nomenclature simply means naming the organism. Nomenclature is what? Giving name to the organism. Now, but here we talk more about scientific name. So how the scientific name is given, that is there in your topic. So we will study it a little bit after in further videos. Okay. Then I will describe the organism. Describe the organism means, suppose I got one plant, okay, I'll write how its roots are, what kind of leaf it is having, how many leaf it is having, then what kind of fruit it is giving rise to, etc., etc. So that will be description. And on the basis of all collection, identification, description, I will now classify the organism. So it is really taxonomy, basically really a theoretical branch of practical branch of biology, and we can literally apply it in our day-to-day studies of biology. Okay, got it? So two branches we studied, one is systematic and another is taxonomy. Okay, so let us go and study the objective of systematics, and then we will concentrate on the classification of organisms. Now, the first objective of this systematic is to know organisms on Earth. The first thing when scientists started studying, they were not knowing how many organisms are there on Earth. Still, actually, we don't have a clear idea how many different type of organisms we are having on Earth. Okay, then suppose for the students, you people want to study taxonomy, want to study organisms, their main aim to create a reference system for you people. Means there will be some book or some information on internet. By using that information, you can classify organism. Means if you got one new organism, you should able to do classification of them. And for that, whatever reference system is we need to create reference system is another objective of systematic. Another thing is to understand diversities of organisms and their evolutionary relationship. More about evolutionary relationship we are going to study ahead in this topic, and to assign scientific name to the organism. So these are some objective of systematic. 4 objective. Remember, this kind of questions come for 2 marks. Okay. Now, so the definition. So in this topic, basically, more than systematic, more than taxonomy, we will study more about classification. How to classify organisms, how to exactly group the organism into different groups according to their characteristics. So in this particular topic, we will concentrate more on classification. So classification is nothing but arrangement of organism or group of organism in distinct categories in accordance with the particular well-established plan. So we will make a well-established plan just like a chart of classification, and then we will place whatever organisms we know and their characteristic we will try to understand and place each organism into different groups, okay, according to that plan. So this is what we are going to study in this topic. So what is the need of classification? Why we should study classification? So classification gives us idea about shape, size, habitat, nutrition of different organisms on earth. Then classification even help us to give a scientific name to the organism which is accepted all over the world, which is in the scientific language. Means see, suppose I am saying in Marathi to mango plant we say amba, in English we say mango, but in different languages we call a different name to the organism. But in scientific word this is not proper. Okay, so we should give such a name which could be applied in all the scientific data. So irrespective of language, that name is accepted by all the scientists. So this is another need of like classification do this, give a scientific name. Then it reveal relationship among different group of organisms. Means this is the science which tell how we are related to reptiles, how reptiles are related to birds, how fish related to amphibians. So these kind of things it do. Then it give us a common characteristic which is shared by all groups. Means we are made up of cells. Then every cell is having nucleus, kind of like that. Okay. So this is about a diversity and how exactly we are going to study the diversity. Means in this particular video, few important terms you need to remember. One thing is that we need to remember about systematic, its definition, and need to remember about it is a theoretical branch, practically not applicable. So it gave rise to taxonomy. Remember definition of taxonomy. Tell me the definition of taxonomy. Then next one, you need to remember about the classification, as well as the 5 steps which are involved in the taxonomy definition, and remember the definition of classification and objective of systematic and need of classification. So this is all for today's video. In next video, see you with the next term in your book. Till then, goodbye, take care.